Hi guys, and welcome to another War-Torn Studios video. In this video I'm going to go over sort of an emergency cleaning of your airbrush. So we've all been there. I don't clean mine ferociously every single job. I give it a good flush out and I'll leave it there. Every now and then it gets stripped apart and puts in the sonic cleaner. But the situation is, I'm mid-job, I'm trying something new, my airbrushes aren't performing, and I really need them cleaned and I really need them fast. So, I've got a yogurt pot. I know this pot is good because I've used it before. I've got some professional 2K paint thinner. Now, I got that from Lidl because it's really cheap. It turns out that it was a 2K thinner, so it was perfect for the job I wanted. And I discovered this use for it since, and yeah, I've got some bits well ground up in there. And the wonderful thing about a 2K thinner, where's the spring? Ah, good lord. The wonderful thing about a 2K thinner is it strips everything. I mean, nothing is sacred to that stuff. Everything goes. So I'm going to strip my brush down completely. I like to keep most of these finger tight. A little bit of Vaseline around the threads when you reassemble helps keep everything nice and airtight. Not essential, but it helps. So, because this is the Eclipse, my nozzle just pops out. If it doesn't, you get yourself a little airbrush spanner, and this connects to the nozzle itself and it helps you undo your nozzle. Depends what kind of airbrush you've got. If I was doing the fine line or the Neo, I'd need the little spanner. So I've got my yogurt pot. I think I've got enough thinners. Oh, only just. Now this stuff stinks. I mean, it smells bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another yogurt pot, pop it over the top, length of masking tape, just to tape them together quickly. This ain't going to stop the smell, I can tell you that now, but what it does do is it keeps the top on, which is handy. If the top falls off, the whole thing's liable to fall over. So just run a bit of tape around there. Any old tape will do. Electrician's tape, masking tape, a pinch gaffer tape. I mean, this stuff's pretty cool because it peels off pretty easily. Just to keep that top nice and secure. Now that wants to be agitated realistically, or just leave it soaked for an hour. Either way, jobs are good. Right, how am I going to do this? Now, that ain't going to keep the smell in. And if your house is anything like my house, the minute I get the thinners out, I start getting it in the neck for making a smell. So, what I got the fine line in the other one, is a Ziploc bag. Hello. Get my pots in. Now, I could have put them all in one pot, but you know, there's a lot of very, very similar parts, especially because they're both hot water airbrushes. So I like to put one pot for each airbrush. The thinners is all reusable, so that will go back in the tub when I'm done. And I'm going to leave them in there to soak away merrily, probably for the next hour or two. And then I'm going to take them out and give them a bloody good rinse off, and I will be back in action. And the wonderful thing is, they will be immaculate and spotless. Right guys, and there we have it. It's been soaking for a little while. There was a tiny bit in the bottom of the bowl that I had to scrub out. I just used a bit of bamboo toothpick. And really, the quick wipe on the outside. The nozzle, I like to get the needle and and gently, whilst twisting the nozzle, and I really mean gently, sort of working the needle in and out against the bottom side of the nozzle as you twist it round. And you can sort of feel if it's meeting up against metal or if there's an obstruction there. I like to make sure that's done all the way around. But yeah, a couple of hours soak in, airbrush absolutely spotless and back in business. So just a quick reassembly. Right, this is the HPCH, the Highline. As I was saying before when I took the Eclipse apart, this has got the nozzle that you have to mount in yourself. No big deal really. Just, you know, they come supplied with a little spanner, or you can get the brand specific nicer one. And it doesn't really matter what airbrush you have either. The principle is exactly the same. There is one caveat for doing this. You've got to make sure, like absolutely got to make sure, that your airbrush has got solvent-proof seals. Because if it doesn't, it's just going to dissolve the seals along with all the rest of the paint, and your airbrush won't work anymore. Right, let's plug the air in. I throw a little bit of thinners in there. In fact, I'm going to throw a little bit of cleaner, then a little bit of thinner. As you can see, that's absolutely 100% active and functional. Right, thanks for watching guys, I hope you found some of this useful. Anything you want to know, drop it down in the comments, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to be throwing lots of these little videos up all over the place.